Welcome to this yoga practice celebrating the fall equinox, where the days and the nights are equally long, and there's this sense of perfect balance. Now, perfect balance doesn't last very long. We come in and out of it all the time. But this is reminding us to celebrate and appreciate when life is in perfect balance, and also the process of being able to let go. So the leaves are starting to fall from the trees. The days are getting shorter as the nights become longer. The weather's getting a little colder. And that's the life, the cycle of life. Everything is changing and evolving. So let's begin on our hands and our knees on tabletop. Grip the mat with your fingers and push down, and feel how you rise up from that pushing down. Stretch your left leg back. Create a little bit of a posterior tilt with your tailbone and float your left leg up. Float your right arm up. And reach your right arm forward and your left leg back equally as much as you can, which will help you actually to balance a little bit more. And then your exhale, pull your elbow to your knee, hugging in. And inhale, reach out and extend. Exhale, hug in and lift. Inhale, reach out and extend. Keep extending out and bring your arm and your leg out to the side. Reach out through your fingers and out through your toes. And bring your right hand down, lower your left leg down. And begin to move around. You can point and flex. You can invert and evert. You can internally rotate and externally rotate. Any kind of movements you want to explore here. And come back into your tabletop. And notice your hands and your knees and your feet. Can you make your hands so that both hands are equidistant from the top of your mat? Equidistant from the sides of your mat. And then same with your knees. Are they at the same place, like relative to the top of your mat? And can you hide your feet behind your knees, behind your legs? And stretch the right leg back. Create a little posterior tilt, lift your leg up, and reach your left arm forward. And reach out equally forward to back, and exhale, hug in and lift. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, reach out, bring your arm and leg out to the side. And lower your right foot down, lower your left hand down. Begin to move around here again. And come back into your tabletop. Walk your hands forward and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Hug your arms in equally towards each other. So hugging toward the midline with your arms and hugging toward the midline with your legs. And do little pelvic tilts. Activate your hands by pressing your finger pads into the ground. And find that sweet spot where you're not too arched and not too rounded. And push your hands down and forward to send your hips up and back. Check out your feet, even out your feet, and then start to bring your knees forward a little bit. Reach your heels back a little bit. Lift your belly up a little bit. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, press back into down dog. Go back and forth, finding a nice, even, fluid movement. Stretch your hips way back. And then walk your feet forward to your hands coming into a standing forward fold. Even out your feet again. Lift the inner arches and lift the toes. Spread the toes apart from each other, and as you lower them down, try and keep the space. Press evenly into the tripod of your foot, the big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and center of your heel. And press into the earth. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, reaching out evenly from side to side. And exhale, press your palms in towards each other as you lower down. Inhale, reach out and lift up. Exhale, press together and lower down. One more time, reach out to lift up. Exhale, hands together to lower down. This time when you lift up, bring your right knee up, pushing your left leg down. Extend your leg and lower down. Inhale, pull the right knee up. Reach up nice and tall, extend your leg and lower down. We'll do that 2 more times each side. Pulling up the left knee, straightening the leg, lower it down, and pulling up the right knee. Straighten your leg, reach out to lower down. Last time each side. Nice. And find your Tadasana, finding that sense of being balanced and even. Roll out the shoulders. So I don't know if you hear all this noise in the background. There's a big mama bear right out here, and her 3 cubs are in the big oak tree, knocking down the branches, letting the acorns fall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Push the floor away as you lower down. Rise up, cobra, open up, squeeze your glutes. Actively externally rotate the shoulders so your hands spin outward a little bit. Try and lift the curve of your back up into your upper back as much as you can. And lower down. Press back, down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Reaching up through the inner thigh and reaching up through your toes. And pull your knee tightly into your chest, step your foot all the way forward. Warrior 1, turn the back toes out slightly. Rise up. Press into your back heel, and just as evenly as you can, with as much effort as to match the back heel staying down, press the front knee forward. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit and arc your heart upward. And start to slowly reach forward, bringing your hands behind you, interlace the finger, breathe into your back, and slowly float your back leg up, coming into warrior 3. Puff up your back in towards your arms, keep the shoulders lifted. Release your hands, bring your hands together in front of your heart in prayer position. Bend your front knee, reach back with your toes, coming into warrior 2. Open up. Again, ground down through your legs. Inhale, reach up and back, reversing your warrior. Reach the left arm forward as the right arm reaches back. And switch. Extending as evenly as you can from side to side as you switch and move. Keeping your lower body super grounded. Next time you reach back and come forward, come back into your warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, press into your feet, and reach forward, coming into triangle, open up. Reach the top hand forward, step forward into your revolved half moon, open up. Reach back through your left toes as you open up, lifting up through your belly. Lower the top hand down, coming into a supported warrior 3, or you can reach your leg up a little higher, coming into standing splits. And step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, step forward into warrior 1. Rise up, open up as you root down. Square your hips as much as you can, trying to find an equal balance between the left hip pulling back, the right hip reaching forward. And bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and start to lean forward until you can float that back leg up, coming into warrior 3. Puff your back up into your arms. Reach back through your toes. Release your hands, bring your hands forward in prayer. And step back into warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. And swing your back arm forward so your arms are parallel to each other and just switch. Reaching forward and reaching back. Keeping your legs strong and grounded. And come back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Find your triangle, open up. Explore here. Trying to find balance and equilibrium. And reach your top hand forward, stepping into revolved half moon. And try and create a balance between like heaviness and being rooted and lightness and floating up. Lower the top hand down, coming into supported warrior three or standing splits. And step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, press back to down dog. And just keep that movement going. Balancing out the inhale and the exhale. But reaching forward and reaching back. We're going to step into half moon. So inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, hug your knee into your chest, step all the way forward. Rising up, half moon. See if you can equalize your legs. So your left leg, the top leg, is just as strong as the bottom leg. Squeeze your glutes towards each other. Open up, maybe even gaze up towards your hand. And see if you can start to bring some lightness into your right fingers. So that maybe you can hover them off the ground, even if it's just for a second or two. Maybe bring your hands together in prayer. And step back into your down dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward into half moon. Open up here. Activate your top leg so it's super strong. Open up across your chest. Maybe gaze up. And then maybe see if you can float your bottom hand off the floor. Maybe bring your hands together in prayer. And step back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees. Stretch back into child's pose. Inhale forward to cat. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Find your cobra or up dog. Open up here. And stretch back into child's pose. Inhale forward to cat. Exhale back to your down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Lower your knees. Press back into child's pose. And rest here. Inhale forward to cat. Exhale back to down dog. Walk your feet forward and come on into a squat. Bring your elbows to the inner knees and palms together. Pressing your palms in towards each other. Draw your hands towards your heart to open up the hips. Keep squeezing in as you press outward. Finding that balance. And see if you can lightly touch your hips to the floor. Feel free to use your hands here. And pull your knees together. Grab your feet or your ankles or your calves or even behind your legs. And lift your chest up towards your legs. Breathe here, balancing the inhale with the exhale. And bend your knees, press your feet together, and reach forward in between your legs. Inhale back up, bring the knees together, reach your legs up. Navasana boat pose. Exhale, press the feet together, reach forward. Inhale, lift up, draw your legs up, hug in and reach. One more time, feet together, bow forward. And knees together, straighten legs. Lower your feet to the floor and slowly lower onto your back. Noticing if one side of your back comes down first. Trying to focus on keeping it even. And when your shoulders touch down, hug your knees into your chest and circle your knees around your hips. Reverse the circles. Plant your feet down and shift your hips to the right. Straighten your left leg on the ground and your right leg up in the air. Grab a hold of your foot or your ankle and twist your lower body to the left. Just as equally twist your upper body to the right. Stay here or bend your left knee, grab your left foot. And explore this great hip opening stretch. You could do a little external rotation with this top hip. See how that feels. And release your foot, come back onto your back. Shift your hips to the left. Lower your right leg on the floor, left leg in the air. Take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and bring your leg across. Twisting lower body to the right, upper body to the left. Stay here or bend your knee, squeeze your heel in towards your hip, grab your foot, and relax. Release your foot if you were holding it, come back onto your back, center your hips, and float your arms and leg up for a dead bug pose. And just notice your feet. Without trying to move them around, are they evenly pointing up toward the sky? Or is one foot turned in, maybe the other foot's turned out, or both turned in, or some kind of unevenness, and see if you can rebalance. Are both shoulders equally as relaxed and heavy on the ground? And just gently press your low back into the floor. And bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Rock up to seated. Thank you for joining me in this practice, celebrating the fall equinox. I hope you feel a sense of being balanced and sense of equilibrium and equanimity. I would love to hear from you how you feel. Share this with a friend and see you again soon. Bye.